I've been thinking we've got a very good video about Barcelona coming up today, but I've got something really important, well, two really important things to say so far. The 32 slots are full for my cup, so nobody can join that now. It's going to get started at the latest next week, but can these be earlier? You need to get in touch with the two other hosts before anything else happens. Now start it. My other note is Fast Edits or Fast Edits, I don't even know how you say your name, and obviously Ninja, or simply Ninja. And everyone else who watched me, and everyone who I comment on their videos. I realised with the Class or Class Edits and Ninja's videos, I've done a comment on both of theirs, and it didn't go through on my end. Like, it showed it, and then went back, I went out of the video, came back in it again, and I couldn't see my comment. So I'm just wondering if you've actually seen it. So I just had to send one of my out to Class or Class Edits. And yeah, so I can't send any comments right now. If any of you know how to fix that, please help me. Now, FC Barcelona, the second biggest club in Spain, behind Real Madrid, of course. And what is wrong with them? I'm thinking, well, they had an amazing season last season. Oh, and by the way, guys, obviously, they were the best team in the world for a long time. And if you want me to start talking about their downfall, so around 2015, after they won their last treble with MSN, their downfall when Neymar left and all that stuff, I will make a FIFA and FC 26 video doing an example with the current Barcelona of that downfall. I will do it. I promise you. If you want it to happen, I'll make it happen. But right now, so I mean, they lost to PSG. PSG had their backup attack, no Kvara, no Doué, no Dembele, none of them. Vitinha and Janeiro, their two best midfielders, weren't quite fit. They weren't like exactly healthy. They had a bit of an injury. Their goalkeeper from last season is obviously no longer there anymore. The captain and the centre back is injured. So yeah, I know Barcelona has an injury. Jamal was still a bit injured. Balde was completely injured. So was Fermín Lopez and Gavi. I don't know. Rafinha was injured. Garcia was injured. Was Lewandowski injured? Not sure. He might not have started. He might have not played. But yeah. Then they play Sevilla, where Lewandowski definitely did play, and he missed a pen. And they lose 4-1. They had more shots in that game, but who cares? They lost 4-1. So what is actually wrong with FC Barcelona? That's what I'm going to be trying to answer today. What is actually wrong with them? Where's all this come from? So, I predicted Barcelona to have like a bad season. I think they wouldn't win La Liga. They'd go out around quarterfinals of what's it called, Champions League, and be down to the Super Cup, the Spanish Super Cup, or the Copa del Rey, just to save their season basically. I'm not sure if they'll win that, because I'm not sure if they have the mentality to win that. They are good, but I think they would be good dominators as well. Now, why is this? Why do I think this? And simply so many reasons why is this happening and why I thought that. And I was so far so right, you know what I mean? And basically, last season they were good. They beat the teams all the time until the Inter Milan game. Their defence was so bad. So bad. And yes, they got a new goalkeeper, but this guy continues with his high line. His defenders are on the halfway line or above that for the whole match. PSG exposed that. They won straight through it. If you ever come up against like a Liverpool with that, you're gonna get a verse for sending fools to Ekatike, Isak, and Mo Salah just the whole time. And a lot of these defenders are really fast. Balde is fast, but when Balde's not playing, you can't do that high line. He was injured against PSG, and this guy still does his high line. Couldn't say he's fast, but he's not rapid. He's not like Frimpong and Kimi or anything like that. And it's not that. Your defence, Barcelona fans, even without the high line, it's just really, really weak. And I think a lot of it is the loss of Inigo Martinez. He didn't sign centre back. Big mistake. Because Kabasi is a good young player, but he's not there. Because think about it, if you want to be one of the best teams in the world, you need to have one of the best centre backs in the world. Arsenal got Sleeper Gabriel, Liverpool got Van Dijk. Real Madrid, when they went on the Champions League, had Rudiger, they now have Militao. They won PSG, had Marquinhos and Patrick, was one of the centre backs in the world. And Kabas is good, but he's not that level yet. Martinez, I don't think Barcelona are really going to regret selling him that much because he was old. That last season he was good, but he was never going to be that good again this season. But we've got a problem. The centre backs are mid. Kabas is good, but he's not that level yet. I think in 3, 5, 10 years he'll be the best, but could be the best, I should say. But right now he's not that level. Araujo, he's literally pretty much like Harry Maguire. He's good, but he makes so many mistakes. He's too inconsistent. He'll do good. He's like this. This is over 5 games. Have a good game, then a really bad game, then an okay game, then a really good game, then a bad game. So it'd be like good game, really bad game, okay game. Yeah. So it is. Have a good game. Like, yeah, he's back, he's good. He might not be amazing yet, but he's had a good game. He has a really bad game. Everyone started laughing at him. Oh, he's so bad, get him out. Then he has an okay game. Everyone just like, oh no, a bit inconsistent. And then he has a really good game. And he's like, yeah, he's coming back. Then he goes and has a bad game again. And it's like, what's going on with this guy? That's him. And if you want to win winning the leagues and Champions Leagues, you can't have a defender who is bad half of the time of the season and only good half of the time of the season. That can't be your main centre-back. So you can't be relying on a young 18-year-old who's not ready completely yet and a guy who's only good half the season and rubbish the rest of the season. Then, because he's just too inconsistent. Then you got Eric Garcia, who's literally just not that level. He's mid. He's right. He's good. He's not that level. Their centre-backs, woeful, man. Woeful. They're awful. And the goalkeeper, alright, Garcia's good. He's not good enough to save them over and over again. He's just not. Right? Bowden could be a good left-backs and right-backs. They're good full-backs. Obviously, they aren't the best in the world. But those guys aren't the issue. The issues are the defensive centre-back and the tactics. And the next issue is kind of Lamine Yamal, because he's one of Barcelona's best players. But he, at 17, this is disgusting, played pretty much the whole season. Now, what do you think about? Is that bad? Yes, of course, it's really bad. Shall I tell you why? He's not ready for that. He's good enough for that. His body, his muscles, they aren't ready for that. And that is why he's getting injured now. He was always going to be fine last season because there's no break. They keep rushing him to the hospital whenever there's one-time thing. But he's 17. You have to be at least 20 to be playing every game. Even then it's risky. He's 17. He's a kid. He's just left school. And he's playing every game. His muscles aren't strong. So this is how it happens. They're getting stronger, but this completely ruins their growth. So this means that because his muscles are like at 13 is a teenage level, so they're not quite the level of an adult yet, but they can go into that, right? When he overuses them, they will just stay at that teenage level. That's how it works. So then now he's stuck on the teenage level. Then when he keeps trying to, and then if you use the teenage level muscles consistently at an adult level, because now they can't go to an adult level properly, you start getting injuries. That's how it works. So last season he stopped them from growing properly. Now that they can't grow properly, it gives them injuries. That's just how it worked. But you got another problem there because he's injured, but it's never had to happen, right? They could have not have had him playing, right? Yeah, why didn't they play him? But they left it too late. At the start of the season, everything was got to play Yamal. You played him too much, and now if you bench him, if he comes back and he's on the bench for the first 3 games, he's gonna be going, Hansi Flick, why are you benching me? And they get all angry. And we've seen, to my next point, that a Barcelona player being angry, their star player, will mess up the whole team. The dressing room will be divided. There'll be some some people on handy-flick slide, but like Balde, Rafinha, Gavi maybe, all of Yamal's friends will be in his side. The more sensitive people will be at handy-flick side. And benching Yamal now will not only affect... Okay, so now that Yamal's one of the best players, he thinks that he's too good to be benched. That's why you don't over-rely on a 17-year-old kid. If he started half of the games in the last season, then he wouldn't be so arrogant. But now he started all those games, and he's getting injured. It means you have to bench him, but you can't because he was so good, and because you let him get whatever he wanted. You can't let a 17-year-old get whatever they want. So now, if he doesn't start, which he shouldn't start because he'll get injured again. He should still start the important matches. He should be on the bench sometimes. But if he does get benched because for injuries, he'll divide the whole dressing room. Half on his side, half on the other side. That will make the team fall so bad. Let's say him and Balde and 3 others are on his side. Then they won't play the way Hansi wants them to play. That would be some of the best players. And you've already got 5 of their best players not playing the way management wants to play. That will ruin a team. They won't work with the other half of the team. It will completely ruin them. Next problem is they've betrayed Rafinha. What I want to talk about now is Yamal. But this is where the problem comes. Rafinha's not going to like... He was their best player last season. Rafinha's not going to like this. It's going to make him upset and bring his performances down. And that's my next point. The midfield, because their defence is awful. Their goalkeeper can't save them. Their attack, if Yamal's going to be always injured, and Dusky's too old, and Rafinha's sad about not winning the Ballon d'Or, being betrayed, then the attack's going to stop scoring as many goals as they were last season. It's all down to the midfield. Pedri is an amazing player. But the rest of them, Fermin Lopez, injured. Gavi, always injured. De Jong, inconsistent sometimes. Casado, not good enough. So their midfield is just going to be getting ripped. And if their attack is not scoring... Because their defence is rubbish, so their attack carried them last season. If their attack is not carrying them this season, because their defence will get even worse, and their attack can't carry them this season because they're going to be too tired, too injured... They'll be too tired from carrying Barcelona all last season. The attack will be too tired to carry them again. These are all down to the midfield, which is not good enough. And that will just let teams literally, every once in a while, every month, they'll have the severe game where they lose like 4-1, 4-0. If they're coming up to inform PSG, so all their best players at PSG Stadium, then they can lose that game 5-1, 5-0. That's the problem. Then we got the dressing room problems, the arrogance. Their players, I don't know what it is about them, are just so arrogant. Balde, Yamal, Rafinha, Pedri, not Pedri, but Gavi, Koundé, they're all arrogant. And when you've got an arrogant team, they don't work as hard. They'll be lazy. They won't work as hard in training. And this does 2 things. Well, it does one thing mainly. This team is a team that Hansi Flick has to have his players working hard. Because they have that high line. They can't let the ball get into their own half because they can't defend and they go towards the high line. They have to be pressing so much. But now because they're all arrogant and lazy, they won't press as much. And with the problems about their midfield and everywhere, they will start losing so many games. So yeah, I really don't understand that. I really don't understand it. But yeah, that's the problems with FC Barcelona. Your thoughts in the comments. Please like and subscribe and goodbye.